this video, we're going to explore a small but noteworthy addition to the sculpting toolset in 3D Coat. It operates only in surface mode, so I need to make sure to mention that up front. So let's say you have a layer that has a lot of individual components on it, and at some point you decide you want to separate those onto their own individual layer. And you can see this could take quite a bit of work if I were to try to use the split tool to go in and individually split these off. The new tool that we're talking about today is Separate Disconnected Pieces, and this will leave this layer intact as it is, but it will also create individual copies of each of these separated pieces. So that's very handy in the right circumstance. Let's look at another practical example. If we were creating some greebles using the Vox Layer tool, we can go in and make a number of different selections using splines and rectangles and polygonal lassos and things of that sort, then create all of that on a singular layer. But I can also go in and create individual copies. I can hold the Alt key here, and you can see I can go in and use some of these copies to make sub-components, which you could modify further using the Transform tool, the Pose tool. You could use different splines to cut out sections and so on. The other purpose for this tool is troubleshooting. What do I mean by that? Well, let's say you're working in surface mode. I'm going to hit the 4 key to turn on wireframe. So this allows me to fix little small anomalies like this. Okay, I could use one of the smoothing options if I hold the Shift key is Reconstruct, and this smooths in a very similar fashion as does voxel sculpting. I could basically erase these little thin areas here, and I could choose to separate disconnected pieces, and it would separate this head mesh from this little anomaly here, and then I can just delete that layer if I want. Okay, so I hope that helps, and I'm sure you'll find it very practical in the right circumstance. So thank you for watching.